Welcome to Learn to Crochet with Rae. Part 2. Let's talk basic stitches. Quick note that we are going horizontal for the rest of the series. I do plan on cross-posting this via YouTube and TikTok so that when videos are a little too long for TikTok, you can catch them on YouTube. Moving forward, all videos will be horizontal. I like to start in the center of my skein and work my way out, but you can also grab that yarn from the outside and work your way in. For our slip knot, we're going to hang our yarn over the inside of our hand, wrap around 2 fingers, making sure to cross over and make an X. Take your hook, go under that first loop, grab that second loop and pull it underneath the first one. The part that is moving should be attached to the yarn and not the tail. I utilize the flat part of the hook there to hold it, and for the yarn I take it with my bottom 3 fingers, wrap it around my index finger, and we're good to go. Some people like to wrap it around their pinky and index finger. Chaining! So this is how a lot of crochet projects are started. You'll see this marked as a CH in a pattern, and it can create different stitches depending on how you use it. You don't want to chain too tight or crochet too tight because you have to be able to get your hook into the stitches. Sometimes people will chain using a bigger hook size and then do the rest of their project in a smaller hook size, because that first row going into the chain can be a pain in the butt. Having a bigger loops can help with that. To chain, you will yarn over your hook and pull it through the loop. Yarn over your hook and pull it through the loop. This is a chain. It will create little V's, and on the back side you'll see these little bars. Each V is a stitch, and you can count your stitches by counting the V's. Single crochet. This is like your basic building block of your pieces. It will be marked as an SC in patterns. It will take the longest to do anything with just this stitch repeated. It will take forever. Just letting you know. To start our first row, we'll grab that last stitch we created, yarn over and pull through, and we're going to go through the same loop that we grabbed. We're going to yarn over, pull it through, and then we'll yarn over and pull it through too. This example is a back loop only single crochet, and you know this because you are going into the side of the V that is furthest from you. Front loop only would be the side of the V that is closest to you. To complete your row, you will single crochet into that last stitch. To start a new row, grab your last stitch you completed, chain 1, turn your work, still holding on to that stitch, and you will go into both sides of the V for that stitch and complete your single crochet. A regular single crochet will go through both sides of your V versus one or the other. You can tell which stitch is the last one because there will be a V instead of a bar. And you can count your stitches to make sure you have the same amount. Double crochet. This will be marked in patterns as DC. This is like 2 of your single crochets stacked on top of each other. It is probably one of the most common stitches that I see. Your double crochet will also work up faster just because it is like doing a couple rows at a time. You can also start your first row by using the back bars of your chain. For this, we're going to yarn over, skip that first loop because that was our chain to start the row. We're going to pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is your double crochet. Going through the back bars of your chain allow you to go through both V's of your project. It also creates a nice V finish. When you finish your row, a lot of people will tell you to chain 2. I prefer to chain 1 because it's a flatter edge. We're gonna yarn over, go into that stitch under both sides of the V, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Half double crochet works up faster than a single crochet and a little less fast than a double crochet. It will be HDC in patterns, and it is a fairly common stitch. Half double crochet, we will yarn over, go into both sides of our V, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. For this stitch, some people may tell you to chain 2 at the end of the row as well, but just like the other examples, I prefer to chain 1 for a flatter edge. Here are examples of a single, half double, and double crochet, all with the same size hook. Tension varies. Everyone who crochets differently, and so swatches are really important for you to learn how you crochet. This is why patterns don't always work. I recommend using patterns to length and not to stitch count, because your tension can make all the difference. The tighter you crochet, the smaller your project will be, and the looser you crochet, the bigger your project will be. You'll have to find what tension works for you so that you can move throughout your project, you know, without resistance. But that is something that you learn from crocheting. So practice with the knowledge that I have given you today. You can make a scarf, a dishcloth, pretty much anything flat that's not circular. Some stuff you will have to sew, but there's plenty of stuff you can make without needing to sew. And I mean, if you know how to sew, you can sew. It's not tough. You could go out and make something today. I like to make ear warmers, so I just take this around. Listen, you technically know how to crochet now, and Raeee taught you. Let me know what else you want to learn, or if there's any projects that you want to learn so that I can show you guys tutorials. Oh, you could make a freaking blanket. Hello, the biggest thing a lot of you have been asking. A blanket. You chain as wide as you want the blanket, and then do a trillion rows until it's as long as you want it. Or you could chain how long you want the project to be, and then you can do rows across until it's the width that you want it. Yeah, you know how to crochet, and I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, go ahead, give it a like, save it to your favorites so you can use it again, reference it whenever you need to. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on TikTok, and go ahead and follow on TikTok if you're watching on YouTube. I'd love to see you in both places, or whichever one works best for you. If you want to follow along and keep learning more, I will start dropping tutorials as well so you can make actual pieces. I want people to know how to freehand. So I'm teaching you stitches so that you can work it out up here and work it out down here. You feel me? As long as you know stitches and how to increase and how to decrease, I mean, hey, you can freehand. You can freehand, okay? I will catch you guys next time, where we'll be talking about increasing, decreasing, and color changing. Bye.